Hello, everybody. I'm coming to you live all the way from the Philippines. Welcome to another episode of Tata Talks Real, where I interview real people who are running their own digital businesses all around the world. Wherever you're watching right now, I hope you are having a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. To those who are new on this page, Gary and Hazel Treats, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Hazel. I am a mom of two and I am a digital business owner. And today, I'm so excited because this is the first day of a new month. It's August, and I'm trying to uh, do this live talk to give inspiration and motivation to people. And this time, I have a wonderful guest with me. She is a coach and a mentor in the community, and she will be sharing her journey in the business. And without further ado, I would like to call in my guest with me for today, Coach Jane Hill. Good morning from the Philippines,
Good
Coach.
morning. Good morning.
Good
Can you
morning.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you well. What time is
Oh,
it there in your place? You're coming from
from Canada.
Canada. Uh-huh.
So it's 8:14 here in Winnipeg right now, Saturday night.
Okay. Saturday night, and we are on a Sunday morning here in the Philippines. And uh, how was your Sabbath? I think you just had your Sabbath.
Yeah. We started going to church now because of they loosen up the restrictions a bit. So we are allowed to gather 150 people indoor. And
Wow.
yeah, so most of the people here have their vaccines already. So yeah, so hopefully we can maintain it.
All right.
Hopefully.
It's so good to be back in the church, right? It just
Yes.
feels good. Okay. So today I am excited to talk to you or to ask you questions about your journey in the business. But before that one, would you like to say something about yourself? Who is Jane before she came into the business? We would like to know your story.
For those who doesn't know me yet, I'm Jane Gandulias Hill. I'm originally from Iloilo, Philippines. I moved to Canada in 2008 with my husband. And back home, I am a graduate of administration, majoring in
Mhm.
management. And I used
Oh,
to work, yeah, in our city, Iloilo as well. And then I moved to Canada. I started from scratch again because the education back home is not recognized here in Canada. So I had to start from scratch. I used to work in a small store here in Canada for 6 years. I've been working on my minimum wage. And
mm-hmm.
one day I said, I cannot continue doing this forever. I do have a background in management. Why I'm not, utilizing it. So I went back to school,
Right.
thinking that, I can work in a high pay. So went back to school, and fortunately, I got a good job. And right now, I am working as a resource coordinator in the healthcare industry here in Canada. It's like DOH in the Philippines. Um,
Mm.
so I am managing, healthcare workers, nurses, healthcare aides, OT, all the healthcare workers that works in the hospitals and the community at the same time. Yeah. And at the same time,
So,
I'm running this business on the side.
all right. So you are a business graduate, and your work in Canada is about like management. How is it related or a little bit different?
It's in management, yeah, it's related, but when it comes to business, really, I don't. Even though I'm a business graduate, it's different when it comes to a digital world. You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
so a management because I just used to manage people, right? I don't used to, be out there and do business with other people. So until I found this business, and it changed my life big time.
Wow. I'm excited to know more about the changes, but we'll talk about that one a little bit later. Okay. So, a lot of people are, especially from the Philippines, they are looking for greener pastures all the time. Tell me a little bit more about your life in Canada. Your life in Canada as, oh, like over, you are considered an OFW, right? Or an immigrant now? You're an immigrant now,
I'm a
right?
citizen now.
Citizen,
Yeah.
okay, citizen. But how is life? Because I have seen a lot of people going abroad looking for greener pastures. They're thinking, their life can be changed when you are outside the Philippines, right? So let's give people, because this is what people don't know. People who are working abroad or living abroad, people in the Philippines are thinking, oh, life is good over there. Life is good outside the Philippines. But I want you to say a little bit about the reality of life when you are abroad, and why do you have to look for more streams of income while living or working abroad?
So, a lot of people, the Filipino mindset is
Mhm.
when one of the family member are moving, working abroad, they thought that we are making a lot of money here. They don't think about us making, same wages back home, but it's just dollar. Um, we're making money, like let's say here in Canada we're making dollars, but we're spending dollars as well. So it's like me
Right.
working as a regular employee back home, making a wage, and at the same time I have to spend that wage for my family or for my daily expenses. So it's the same thing here in Canada. So even though we are in a foreign land, we also struggle financially.
Right.
It's not an easy life, especially if you're starting a new life in a new country that you don't know anybody. It's a different culture that you need to adjust. You really have to go back to zero, really. When I first moved here, I feel like I'm alone. I don't have family. My thinking is I really have to work because I need to support my family back home. You know what I mean? And I have like OFW mindset of a family back home. They thought that we are making a lot of money. Yeah, we do make
Right.
money, but we have to spend that money as well for our daily expenses here. So at the end of the day, we are making just enough for us, and at the same time we have to spare that some portion of that money to send to our family back home. So and so that's why I'm looking for another options, because I just can't continue working my regular job and at the same time not making enough. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So even though I am making way more than the minimum wage, I just can't imagine people making minimum wage here in Canada and you have to send money that in the Philippines to their family. And I'm making times three of that, in the minimum wage. So I'm still looking for other options because I cannot, I need to travel. I need to have, um, like pleasure in life that
Right.
my work can't afford, my wages can't afford. So that's why I'm looking for a change. That then I
Mhm.
found this business. Yeah,
Right. I have asked you that question because we have a lot of our kababayans who are living all over the world. And I know Filipinos, when they go abroad, they work so hard, but still, like what you have said, it's not enough.
no,
It's not enough. So
a lot
I
of
think,
Filipinos. Sorry, a
mhm,
lot of Filipinos here works 2 to 3 jobs, and I feel sorry for
right.
them. I've been to that
Mhm.
shoes before. I know how hard that was. It's really hard.
Right. And I think it's a high time for us to also give out information um, to our Filipino overseas workers, to our kababayans, even those who are already citizens, right?
That's right.
They're still working so hard. There's nothing wrong about working so hard if that's what makes you happy, that's what you love doing. But I think it's a high time to tell people that there is another way, which you don't have to work so hard. You can work smarter, but not hard, but
And
not harder, they
that's
say,
right.
right?
That's right.
So so we are sharing this, and we are calling out the attention of all our kababayans out there who are living abroad. This is very easy. This is something that will be easy for them to do because they have the means and the resources. But it's just up to them whether they have to do it or not. So anyway, let's jump. How did you actually find this business? Like everyone else, I just want to know how, when, and how did you find this business?
I found this business one night. I could still remember it was end of November 2018.
Mhm.
It was midnight. I was looking for an additional job. So
Mhm.
I was applying for additional job. I already have a a full-time job, and at the same time I'm applying, and I had like two jobs part-time aside from my full-time job, and I've been applying for more jobs to support more. And so one night I was scrolling down on my Facebook and I found this post from a friend of mine. And on her post, it says, did you know that you can travel at the same time make money? That made my curiosity up. So I check it out right away. I message here. I message her and then I told her that, you know what, this one is kind of like um, impossible. So I was like sarcastic, responding to her message. And I told her, you know what, prove to me that you can actually make money. And while you travel, then I will check this business out. So she told me, said, you know what, just check my business, my website, then you can just watch the workshop and then you decide if this one is for you. So I checked it out, I watch it, and from then on I was hooked in the workshop. And yeah, it was the best decision that I've ever made, that I actually opened up my mindset, and out of my curiosity I checked out the business.
Wow. So everybody has their own story, how they found the business actually.
Mhm.
So yours, you're attracted to that single post because I think it's what you love doing. You also want to
Yeah,
travel. When you travel, the bill stays,
that's
right?
right.
But in this business, it's okay, right?
That's so
So
true.
yeah, moving on. Um, you were asking for proof when you found the business. So, like, was there any skepticism at all when you
I
found it?
was I was a little skeptical when I first started. Number one, because I want to protect my reputation.
Mhm.
I I work in HR, and a lot of
Right.
people are looking up to me, and I don't want my name to be dragged, like multi-level marketing or marketer or anything that involves pyramids, because it's illegal here in Canada. So
Mm.
I checked out the business, and I told myself I need to do my research about it before I will jump into the business. And so I found the like I did my research, and I was amazed with the system that we used. And yeah, and from then on I told myself, this is it. I researched everything, and everything is 100% legit. It's recognized worldwide. And I told myself I'm not gonna jump into something, illegal, or into something that will drag my name down because of my position. So I proved that it's 100% legit. So that's why I'm here. So I've been doing this
Right.
business for 2 years and 7 months now.
I like what you've said. I really like what you've said. You don't want to drag your name into something which is which
Pyramid.
is illegal, or yeah, anything that can
Yeah.
mar your, like put whatever it is that is negative, you
Mhm.
know, to your name. So I'm also thinking about the same thing. When I started doing this live, I go live every day, and I don't want to be involved into something which is like, questionable.
Yeah.
And I think people should really consider this as something that is legit to begin with, because
Mhm.
if you happen to see this community, this is a big community of professionals out there
Yeah.
putting their names, their families on their business pages, on their personal Facebook pages. And if people will still think, I'm still skeptical about what you are doing online, then I think it is not so much of a big deal to really check what we are doing, because we are putting our names on the line, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay. So, coach, I know, in the community, you're a coach and a mentor. How is your life being a coach and a mentor?
So being a coach is rewarding, especially if you're seeing your people or your mentees, having success in their businesses. Every time there is an announcement about everyone, I'm so excited for them because I know that will be like another life, changes for them for the better, not for the worst. And it will be, I like to see them, enjoy life instead of being tied up working their 9 to 5 grind. Um, and they can enjoy that financial freedom, right? And they can help a lot of people. So for me, it is very rewarding. I never expect in my life, I never, in my wildest dream, I'm thinking of being a coach, but I because the team is growing, so I need to step up. So my coach told me, Jane, I think you need to step up. So I did. It was rewarding job. It's you're making money out of it. I always do my coaching. I sometimes do my coaching while I'm doing my shopping or doing my grocery. I still do it,
Wow.
and still
Multitasking
making
there.
money. Yes,
Multitasking.
and I'm still making money on the side, which is
Wow.
awesome. That's good thing about having this business because you can actually travel. I proved that, and you can actually like go somewhere as long as you have your cell phone with you. You can be
Mm.
in business, so and you're making money.
And how do you manage your time, because you're still working, you're coaching and mentoring at the same time, and I know you are big already in this in this platform. So how do you manage your time?
So it's time management. Remember, I am a management graduate, so
Right.
I
So your
like to
management.
manage my time. I used to work 3 jobs before, so that job was a hard job. So work full
Mhm.
time, part time, plus another part time. That was a hard job. This business. So even though I still work my full time jobs, I only work Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4:30, and in between of that, I used to work. I work from home. So most of the time I have my breaks in between. So the business still runs behind the scene though. So even though I'm working my full-time job, the system that we have is awesome. It's a top-notch
Mhm.
system that I really love. So I work my full-time job, my business can run behind the scene. So I know it's running behind the scene. And after my like if I have breaks, then I have lunchtime, then I check my messages and everything. Then that's the time that I respond, the messages and before I'm going to work. So the only changes that I had to adjust on my schedule, I used to do Facebook before, but it's only for regular posting. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So now I'm having my Facebook post, and at the same time I'm making money out of that simple post, right? So I'm not doing
Right.
anything that changed my daily schedule. It's the same thing that I've been doing long time ago that I don't make money. Now that I do have a business, I do the same thing, but this time me making money on my
Right.
post. So
Yeah.
that's the
Making
only
more,
thing. Yes,
earning more.
making more.
You are earning more than what you used to,
Yes.
right?
Yes. So I before I just used to watch people, uh, posting, and then I snoop sometimes. I comment, but I don't make money out of
Right.
those things. But now that I do have a business, it's just a regular post, the same thing. Nothing changes
Mhm.
at all because of our system. We do have the best and top-notch system that runs behind the scenes. So even though you're working, you're sleeping, you're traveling, your business still runs behind the scene, which is I really love. Yeah.
And I think, in your case, there's no changes except when you have this business. What makes it manageable is the system itself. It's really
Yes,
manageable, whatever you do. I think this is designed even for busy people, right?
it is. It is.
It is okay. And let's go to the blessings. So you're a coach, you're a mentor, you're doing your stuff over there, you have traveled, but yeah, share us some of the blessings, the biggest ones that you have received from this side hustle.
So before I started this business, a lot of you guys doesn't even know. So before I started this business, we do have a business back home.
Mhm.
So we invested a lot of money. It cost us more than 8 million pesos back home. So we invested that business, and that business didn't work because it's a traditional business that we need to be there. So that was hard for us to manage because we're here in Canada and at the same time our business in the Philippines. So we decided to close that business. That money didn't, return to us. So we had to consider that as a bad dreams, I guess. And then that's why I'm looking for something because to supplement that. And so I found this business for 2 years and 7 months that I've been doing this business. So I was able to pay off that money that was gone. That money that we borrowed from the bank to
Mm.
to start up that business supposedly in the Philippines. So we paid that off. I paid off all our credit cards that I've been struggling to pay before. So we paid that off. I paid off my student loan. And then, so last March, I went to the Philippines and then I decided to build a house there because we're planning to, when the time comes that we need to retire, then we can go back home 6 months in the Philippines and 6 months here. And that was utilized. So I was able to build a 4 million house in the Philippines, and that was done.
Wow.
So that was done. I started building that house July last year, and it was done June this year. So yeah, so that one's good. And then I bought a brand new car, paid in full as
Wow.
well
Another
here.
wow for that.
Yeah, and it's amazing how this business actually transformed our lives from being, broke into surplus, I guess. And it's
Mhm.
just nice to get up every morning thinking that you don't have to worry about debts, you don't have to worry about financial worries, and we can travel anywhere we want, and we don't have to use our credit cards anymore that we used to. You know, and it's just a nice because of this business, really it's such a huge blessing, and I'm able to help the ministry back home. I'm able to help my family financially and give them their own businesses as well. It's amazing. God is so good. I do believe that if you trust in him, he will reward you threefolds or thousandfolds as long as you
Yeah.
trust and have faith in him. Yeah, he'll never forsake you, really.
Amen. And this just tells us right now that through this side hustle, dreams are really possible.
Yes.
So please, those of you who are watching out there and those who will watch this live later in the replay, think about what we are trying to do and just try to really check us out. You got nothing to lose anyway when you start checking this business. And
Yes.
Coach, thank you so much for sharing your story. Uh, it's inspiring.
Thank
It's
you.
really inspiring. And I hope all of us who are looking up to you in the community, we can
Thank
also
you.
reach that spot later on. Because we all believe that once you are in the community, You just have to move forward every day as long as you do, and you know,
Do it
uh,
consistently
just
and
yeah, be
yeah,
consistent and just be in your business. Treat it as
yes.
really a business. And one last question: do you think it's too late for others to uh, come or to be in the community where we are right now?
I don't think so. When I
Mhm.
first started this business, I always told myself, I wish I could have, found this business 2 years ago, or how many years ago. If I could found this,
Mhm.
I could have find this business. I could have
When it
jumped it right
started,
in there when it
when it
started.
started,
But
right?
I was actually, I can't remember. I think I found this business before, but it's a different person, so I don't know the person really. I didn't check it out. I was so skeptical. I was so scared. I didn't check it out right away. I wish I could have checked it out that moment when I found, my coach Michelle. Actually, I found her post 2 years
Mm.
ago before I started the business. I wish I could have jumped in that moment. But you know what? It's never too late. So it's never too late. The online world is still fresh, and the system is amazing, right? So it's very important to start as soon as you see it. Do your uh, diligence to check out the business, and as soon as you found out that this one is 100% legit, jump into it right away. Don't wait for tomorrow, because tomorrow might be too late, right? So you'll never know
Murag
really.
kanta ba?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
you'll never know. So yeah, for those people who are still searching, check this business now. This out. You have nothing to lose at all. This is You only have to watch 90 minutes workshop. That's where we started with 90-minute workshop.
Mm.
You can go watch a movie for more than 2 hours and you're not making enough, right? But then if you check this business out for 90 minutes, you'll never know that my 90 minutes might change your life forever.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, well said. So 90, your gateway to the system, to the business, is a free webinar. You
Yes.
can watch it live or you can watch the replay because it's always available. And yeah, it's for free. It's really
Yes.
free. You got
It's really
nothing to lose
free.
once
A
you
lot
check
of
it.
people,
Yeah.
a lot of people are scared because they thought that we gather information. We don't gather any information here. You
Hmm.
only have to put your so look up, sign up for the website. So check the website www.carryheist.com, right? So check
Yeah,
that
Gear
out.
has that.
Yeah,
Go.
garehas.com. Check that out. You just have to put your name. If you don't want to put your complete name there, you can put your nickname or any name that you want to use. Put your email address and then watch the workshop, because I can guarantee you it might change your life like we do here in the business. Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. And Coach Jane, I hope you will have a wonderful evening there in
Thank
Canada.
you.
Thank you for gracing this talk with me. And I wish you more blessings in your business and that you can inspire, you can mentor, and you can coach more people in the community.
Thank you so much. And you too.
All right.
God
Yes.
bless your business as well, and to all the people
Yeah.
in the community.
Yes, and to all our viewers who are watching with us, thank you so much. Thank you for your presence. I hope you will be inspired by this live talk, and I hope you will have a good day or a good evening wherever you're watching right now. So, anyway, I would like to see you again on another episode of Tata Talks Real. For now, I wish you the best in life, and yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, coach. See you
Bye.
around.
See ya.